Why would we be listening to anything coming out of this person's mouth when they literally made a joke about black women losing out on black men and Spanish women learn how to start frying chicken? Y'all don't know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another King and Reese video. I miss y'all. Happy Tuesday. We got things to talk about, girl. Let me tell you something. Would Trick Daddy be considered in the angry short men category? We already got on Kevin Hart. We already dragged Tory Lanez, the baby. Like, what is going on? Like, what's... Somebody explain to me, what is he short? What's going on? I don't know if Trick Daddy would be considered short, but he might as well be something. So what is going on, y'all? Welcome to another King Reads video. We got a couple of things to talk about. We got T-Pain and Usher. Girl, T-Pain has spilled a little, tea in this, this little show on Netflix talking about, how Usher made him depressed for 4 years after he told him, girl, that auto-tune, hang it up. We got Chris Brown once again proving us that he is just a whole bunch of things to get into. Like black men have just been cutting up this month. I'm just not really here for it. American Airlines is having to cancel flights because they furloughed everybody and their mama. Now these folks like, girl, I done found a better job. And now they want these folks to come back to work. Bye, bye, bye. So we got so many things to talk about. I miss you all. I cannot wait to get into it. But before we get into any of this, let's go ahead and get into the mental health check-in. So what's going on? I'm gonna keep it very sweet and cute. I'm doing good. I had my first night of getting some rest in the home. Girl, it feels good to get some light sleep because at first I was like shook, but I already told y'all that you can follow my journey on Patreon for those who are interested in that and other things that I'll be covering. But yeah, I'm doing really good. I'm smiling. Glad to be able to, get in my car and not have to be worried about getting no elevator and putting on no mask and dealing with people. Like, it is a beautiful thing, honey. I don't miss Midtown Atlanta at all. I don't miss it. But I'm doing great. I love y'all for supporting me, girl. I'm putting out hella content this week because I missed y'all last couple of weeks because I've been busy on my grind, but now I'm out here grinding. But we're gonna grind on over to the tea for today. So the tea for today is, let's go ahead and talk about y'all fave, Trick Daddy No Dollars. Trick Daddy was on Clubhouse just yapping his gums, and you would have thought that his teeth fell out of his mouth the way he was trying to slick clean it up today. After he got called out for saying that Beyoncé can't sing. He don't think that she can sing. And he tried to kind of clarify it on whatever radio show that he's on in Miami and said, well, she can sing, but she can't sing like Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston or whatever he said. Let me tell y'all something. Beyoncé has proven herself time and time again without even being asked that woman can sing. She can sing, she's very talented, and she takes her craft very, very serious. So much to the point that Trick Daddy, when she came to Miami, her and Jay-Z, you were at their concert first row, okay? So it's just like, girl, you know that woman can sing. You know the power that woman holds when it comes to, like, you come on, like, girl, like, let's stop it. Let's hang it up. Let's really hang it up. And Trick Daddy, the one who had to pretend to do a bootleg versus with Trina a couple years ago because ain't nobody asked him to participate. Like, please find somebody to play with really quickly. I just don't really understand. Like, at this point, I saw a lot of folks like comment on Twitter and like posting old snippets or videos of Beyonce singing. We don't have to post any of that. We don't have to post any receipts at all to prove that Beyonce has the track record, has the experience, has the vocals, has the standing. Like, she don't have to prove any. We don't have to prove it. She don't have to prove it. It's just there. Like, it's fact. If you was to look that up in a dictionary, Beyonce is gonna be showing right up there. Like, come on, like, that's an entertainer. When you open, it's giving very much Beyonce, like, hey. So it's just, Trick Dad was just running his mouth. He just the same person. I mean, he was sitting next to Trina when she was calling black folks monkeys and stuff last year for cutting up and protesting and stuff. So it's just like even the Trick Dad was trying to save her. It's just, girl, if it ain't Trick Daddy sticking his foot in his mouth, it's Trina sticking her foot in her mouth. It's just like, girl, I want both of y'all to go to Miami and eat some conch fritters and just shut the hell up. Like, Trick Daddy, the only thing I want to see you doing is on the barbecue grill. That's the only thing you need to know how to, you worry about cooking over there. You worry about it. I might need to go to Miami just to like eat some of that food. They said Trick Daddy in the restaurant was good, but I don't know where his mind is going to mush at this point. They need to go ahead and put him in a home or something, because I don't know what's going on. But girl, y'all know that was foolishness. Like, come on now. So as we move on, let's talk about other stuff in the music industry since we are talking about it. Let's talk about this T-Pain and Usher mess, because T-Pain, there's this new show on Netflix. And what is the name of it? I can't think. It's like a docuseries. So the name of the docuseries is This Is Pop. And apparently it's coming to Netflix, or already on Netflix. I haven't watched it, but I'm interested in seeing it. And in the clip that, snippet of it, T-Pain, was asked about, him and Usher's little thing. And they get to the clip. And you can tell that T-Pain was a little bit nervous to talk about it. He was a little bit uncomfortable. So he would kind of like turn his head a little bit, and then they pivot towards like a plane. And T-Pain is telling the story of him being on the plane, and Usher is like, asking to speak to him, and then just, say like, you really are like messing the game up. Like, you making artists, like singers, feel bad with this auto-tune stuff. And T-Pain said it had him in depression for 4 years, because he was just like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Like, you can tell that T-Pain is one of those artists that he takes his craft very serious, and that kind of got to him, because it's like he don't want to do anything that will like hurt things, like hurt the music industries. And you can just tell by the way he was, explaining how it made him feel for 4 years. So it was kind of like T-Pain, just got to talking about how, not Beyonce, but Nicki Minaj had, kind of ghosted him when they were supposed to do some music together. And, Nicki kind of apologized to him. She said, oh my God, I don't know why I did that. And then T-Pain said he didn't know how to check his messages on Instagram. And he had a whole bunch of like DMs on Instagram. And he was like, he didn't know how to check them. He didn't know they was there. So he had a lot of celebrities who was out here reaching out to him to do projects and stuff. I'm just like, first of all, why is y'all reaching out to him via Instagram? Like, y'all need to be getting in touch with his team. Get in touch with his team. So, while all this was going on and folks was out here loving on T-Pain and, giving him the things, we were reminded that T-Pain was out here defending Tentacion, whatever his name is. I call him Extension Cord. But he was out here defending him a little bit, or tweeted about him a while back, and he tweeted this in July 18th of 2020, literally almost a year ago, 11 months ago. Alright, so what's the temperature on Tory? Because I was just about to drop a song with him and $. And it's just like, I think the stuff happened with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion happened in June. And it's not even a month later, and T-Pain is asking what the temperature is. So, like, folks was ready to support T-Pain and protect him, and then just remind him that he be showing his ass. So it's just like, y'all be the weakest links. Y'all be the weakest links. Like, girl, you have folks who was out here like T-Pain. That was saying like, I don't think T-Pain's auto-tune stuff. Honestly, if you want to have a conversation with that, you need to talk to Future, to be honest. T-Pain can sing. If anything, Usher was jealous. Usher was given very much jealousy, and Usher ended up doing a song with auto-tune. Yeah, like Usher was now seeing a change and a shift, and something that he probably was uncomfortable like doing, because he was like, that's corny, but it's like making money. Like Jay-Z did the same shit just to be on an auto-tune song. Like all the industry folks was shook by the auto-tune stuff. Like they was like, girl, we out here, but music will continuously evolve and change forever. Like, girl, folks ain't out here playing on old school keyboards made of whatever, like, or pianos and stuff. Like, girl, like, art, it changes. How we produce sound and stuff, it's vibrations. Like, it changes. It's forever changing and forever evolving. So I think if anything, Usher was, scared of the future of what does it look like when, you know, somebody else who can't sing as good as Usher is able to make themselves sound just as good as him. And Usher can sing and he can perform and all that, but I think Usher was just a little bit nervous. But I don't think that was the right way to be able to have a conversation. I'm pretty sure Usher did not mean no intentional harm with that. But girl, he definitely owes T-Pain an apology. But girl, T-Pain, you know, you talking about trying to root for Tory Lanez. I'm looking at y'all very sideways. Some of y'all men, y'all been really showing y'all ass when it comes to Tory Lanez, and I really see y'all for who y'all truly are. So let's talk about y'all favorite. Let's talk about Chris Brown. Chris Brown is once again in the news, and it's not because of his music. It's not because Chris Brown is out here celebrating Father's Day. It's because Chris Brown allegedly smacked this woman. And this story came out today, and Chris Brown has kind of already responded to it and said that he ain't smacked nobody. But considering his history, I don't know if I want to believe it. Chris Brown accused of hitting woman in Los Angeles, police say. Few details have been released, but TMZ reported that the woman alleged that Brown smacked her in the head hard enough for her weave to fall out. No injuries were reported, and it was unclear if Brown would face any charges. Brown's attorney did not immediately respond to a request for comment Tuesday. So this is happening. This is allegedly happening recently. Given Chris Brown's history, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not believing him. Now he's got online and he said that he did nothing. But I just don't believe Chris Brown. Until proven otherwise, I just don't. Like, you know, where's the proof that you didn't smack her? Like, where is it at? Like, I need to see that. Like, the same stuff that y'all be doing when women come forward and be like, whatever. I need to see the proof that Chris Brown did not smack this woman. I need to see the proof. And it, you know, even if it was a white woman or something, you be partying and parlaying up with them, with the white women and the non-black women. So I'm just not giving you the benefit of the doubt at all. Like, Chris Brown is not worth the benefit of the doubt. He's not worth any of that. So, you know, a couple folks have got online and said, and I just got through talking about this when speaking about Tory Lanez and the rest of these folks who've been accused of things like Chris Brown. Like, girl, like, you have a history. We've all seen the stuff. We know the story. We know the repeated harassment that you have done to Karrueche. Like, we know what you've done to Rihanna. It's just like, girl, and yes, Rihanna might have forgiven you, but that ain't got nothing to do with me knowing that you're an abuser. And I'm just like, girl, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And I literally talked about this yesterday, and I said that there's no way that Chris Brown should even be, considering what he did, Chris Brown shouldn't even be allowed to create any music. He shouldn't be having any concert. He should be socially gone, to be honest. But that just once again reminds us that, you know, men can do things like this and continue to continue this cycle of abuse, this continued thing. Like, if folks, like, they'll look back and we'll be shook watching a movie like, you know, what was the movie with Tina Turner and Ike Turner? I can't think of the name of it, and don't drag me. But like, we looking at, oh my God, this was 30, 40 years ago. Like, what time? That time is still present now. There's still women who are coming out about being in situations like that. So ain't nothing changed. It's the same old same thing. But girl, I just, go ahead and throw your tambourine. Go and get yourself another one. Like, girl, I don't know. Y'all tell me, because I don't. So moving on. Let's talk about divorces. Girl, woo, baby, we saw it coming. We saw it. Lala Anthony has officially filed for divorce from Carmelo Anthony. Baby, after the story dropped that, you know, Carmelo Anthony might have been booed up with his girl, and they were doing the side-by-side photos and be like, he was at that girl's house because the stairwell looked the same and all these things, and then this girl wished him a happy Father's Day or birthday or something. It's just like Lala said, it's giving divorce. It's giving divorce. I don't blame Lala. Like, girl, honestly, Y'all ain't, like, y'all been divorced, so let's go ahead. Just go ahead and put it on paper. Put it on paper, period. I'm wishing Lala Anthony all type of strength and just, like, you know, peace and blessings be upon her. And I'm hoping that her and her child are able to just live a stress-free life. I think we all kind of saw this coming. I think a lot of us like, damn, like, you know, I thought they was already divorced, but this is, you know, this is Carmelo Anthony once again. It's just, girl, we want best. So we're gonna move on to another NBA player, and that is Tristan Thompson, who, girl, a report came out that Tristan Thompson was at a party, and at this party, Tristan Thompson disappeared into a room with three other women's. And didn't come back for a minute, and came back and he was just not the same. Girl, the report had me screaming. So basically trying to say that Tristan Thompson went in there with high energy and some of that energy was dispersed amongst whatever. And I'm just like, Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian are broken up. And at this point, it's giving, like, Khloe is like squeezing as much story from this relationship because she know it feeds her career. Like, it's just giving, just girl, let this man go. Let this man go. And the only reason why you are is because it's beneficial for you and your coins and stuff. And it's just like, girl, I don't know. So apparently they just split again. And it's not a real surprise. I don't know how many times they just split again. Every time we turn around, Tristan and Khloe have split again. Like, it's just like, girl, you're turning to burn it. Like, you're just turning to burn it. I don't know, because the Kardashians just had their reunion, which honestly didn't even make no sense, because it's just like, it ain't, y'all all family, y'all all, how y'all have, like, what? How y'all doing this? It's not making no sense to me. But they had the Kardashians, their series finale, whatever they want to call it, on their show. Keep It With The Kardashians is gone. She's done for it. Done. And now, you know, Khloe she spoke about Tristan. She talked about even Jordan. She talked about all the things, and it just seems like she just want to continue on the story to continue to be able to milk from it, because this is the most press that she's ever really gotten. So I really don't even care. So I'm just gonna move on to the next thing. Let's talk about your fave, Nicki Cannon. Baby, the men's have been showing out, especially the men who are dating non-black women and light-skinned women. So Nicki Cannon, let me go ahead and scoot up, because every time I talk about Nicki Cannon, some folks get a little bit uncomfortable and the conversation kind of like shifts to what it should be about. So we're talking about Nicki Cannon consistently impregnating these women. I'm going to keep naming that all of these women look the same. So this recent woman that, you know, they shared a picture, and, you know, now it's giving, you know, he's impregnated her. And this man has seven women pregnant right now. Like, this is giving cult. It's giving cult. And this it's really, I don't know, it's kind of becoming sick. And I say it's sick because if this was a woman doing this, a black woman who had 7 different fathers of her children, y'all will be out here dragging it. We already do it. Like, it's already happening for folks who got 2, 3 baby daddies. So now you got this man who has 7 kids. I can't even keep count. Like, this man is in a race for Future. He has since welcomed 4 more kids and now seems to be expecting his 7th child. Neither have returned requests for comment, but his rumored girlfriend, Alyssa Scott, posted to her Instagram story on Father's Day a photo of her visibly pregnant self with the man cradling her belly. His face turned away, but his signature turban and tattoos announcing, "Look, it's Nicki Cannon." Like, it's Nicki Cannon. Girl. Also Sunday, Cannon's twins with Abby De La Rosa turned 6 days old. I'm so sick of patriarchy. I'm so sick of it. Like, I haven't liked Nick Cannon since the whole thing that he did last year when he was talking crazy with that Dr. Sebi mess, with this new hotel agenda mess, and it's just like, go away from me with this, Apollo. Like, I'm really stressed out. You got me stressing my beautiful skin out, and I'm really pissed off about it. And all these women are like light-skinned, non-black women. It's just like, girl, biracial looking women, it's just like, Nick Cannon is out here talking about, like, he's out here moving as if he's trying to be fruitful and to plant like his black seed and whatever, but it's like, girl, you having all these non-black women. I don't know what's going on. You got men like you, then you got Drake, and I want to talk about Drake a little bit, because baby, the way he been putting this child in braids and stuff, and all this black aesthetic and all this, like, why you just didn't go get you a black, dark-skinned woman and have a child with and do this? Like, girl, y'all out here like, ooh, girl, I want to drag it so bad, but I can't. I'm trying my best to hold my tongue. But that baby scalp is hurting. Like, please, Lord, if you don't let, like, Billy Bob carry some curly blonde hair and call it a day, like, please, for the love of God, please, Drake, stop. Please, God. I'm tired of seeing your child in braids. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired, girl. Ooh, girl, it's getting on my nerves. Between him and Nick Cannon, I wish I could just put y'all on a planet and just get the Acme, boom, just boom, boom, train go boom, like I just walk, boom. Oh my God. So yes, there's that. There's my thoughts, and y'all can see I'm irritated about that. Let's talk about Sabrina Peterson. Like, men really showing, like, I'm dragging all the men today. So Sabrina Peterson has came out in like an interview, and she's talking about that T.I. put a $20,000 bounty on her head. Baby said that T.I. paid this man 20-something racks to push her off a building or to, like, do something to her, and I believe it. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm trying to see where T.I. got $20,000 from, to be honest. Cause baby, the way they cutting his coins off, baby. But I believe it. And I mean, girl, what is it? He'll be at the next verse sitting next to Tiny. It's just, I hate this planet. When the last time y'all heard me say that? When the last time y'all heard, it's giving train go boom, girl. Just go ahead, Miss Asteroid. Let me finish my food from Miss Uber Eats. Let me finish my my good old like fried rice with shrimp and my sushi. And just I don't want to share this with y'all. So, girl, yes. But I do have some good news while we're having all these conversations and dragging men, rightfully so. I want to talk about. I think her name is Sha'Carri. Oh my gosh, I have been seeing the clips of her and I just love it. She is a runner, she's a track star. So she has recently won her, compete to be able to, be in the Olympics in the next month or so. So sis will be competing and doing her thing, and her energy and her interviews have just been everything. Just everything, just so carefree, so beautiful. That's why I'm gonna end it on, like, Sha'Carri Richardson. Oh my gosh, like, and she competed and did this, and just not too long ago she lost her mother, unfortunately, before this happened. So it's just like, sis is giving, like, her Simone Wiles, and it's just like, oh, I'm just loving to see all these black girls just out here giving it. And she's just such a, like, I love her, everything, and baby, but I'm gonna tell you, folks who run track be the finest folks on the planet. Baby. Oh, not talking about her, but I just know some guys I talked to who ran track, and it was just giving just cheeks for days, thighs for days, everything. Oh my God. Oh girl, this is a little bit what's I might have to leave it, but Sha'Carri Richardson, just a bright, fresh, like, air, just seeing her, just like, oh my God. And she's not performing, the traditional respectability that we're, like, used to seeing. She's like, all right, girl, like, I'm Sha'Carri Richardson, period. And I'm just gonna be out here doing what I love to do, and that's to run. And like, I'm just loving her interview was beautiful. The clips of her, like, hey, I love that for everybody involved. She's really, girl, watching her to jump my credit up 30 points, period. I'm approved with no conditions. How about you? So watch, get you some Sha'Carri Richardson in your life, girl, period. A couple of things I could have talked about in this video, but we're going over time. I will be talking about Juneteenth and the recent stuff. You know, but that becoming a holiday, I am going to be talking about that on Patreon because it was highly requested from my patrons and all the stuff that's going on with the Senate. And girl, it's a mess. I'm going to be talking about that on Thursday because girl, it's some mess going on. It's some politic mess I'm going to cover Thursday in the King of Reeds video. But I'm also going to be talking about the Juneteenth stuff in a Patreon video for Wednesday. So I love y'all. Check it out. If you're not subscribed to me on Patreon, I would appreciate it if you will subscribe. I love y'all so much. And until next time, I'll talk y'all later on tonight. Bye.